Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Easy English with me Puryanti, Senior High School 1 Kroya, Cilacap, Central Java, Indonesia. Okay, in this occasion, we're going to learn about procedure. Now let's begin to know what is the objective of our class. First, identify the function, structure, and language feature of a procedure text. Then, understand a procedure text about technology. And the last, you are to create a procedure text about technology used during this pandemic era. Okay, everybody, it's better for us to know what the word technology means first. Now let's begin.
Normal 36.7 centigrade. Normal 36.6 centigrade. Normal 36.5 centigrade.
Hi, I'm Amy from FeverScreen, and thanks for joining me for our short instructional video. FeverScreen is an all-in-one terminal which checks your temperature before you enter or exit an area to help screen for people that may have elevated body temperature. FeverScreen is a pretty smart little unit and uses all sorts of algorithms to ensure that you are in fact a human and to pinpoint your facial features before it takes a reading. It's also pretty quick and completes its calculations in less than a second. As smart as FeverScreen is, it needs your help to try and get the best possible results. FeverScreen is accurate to plus or minus a half of a degree, which just happens to be the IEC world standard. By following 4 simple rules, you can help FeverScreen keep within the IEC parameters and help your organization more effectively screen for people with high temperatures. Rule number 1. Remove your glasses and facial coverings before scanning. Although FeverScreen will work with eyeglasses and facial coverings in place, accuracy can decrease if your face is covered and your inner eye is obstructed by glasses. Rule number 2. Approach FeverScreen directly from the front, keeping yourself parallel to the unit. This helps FeverScreen scan effectively. Start from approximately 2 meters away in direct view of the terminal, then slowly walk towards FeverScreen. As you approach, FeverScreen works out that you are indeed a human and does some preliminary calculations as you walk towards it. When you're just under a meter away, stop, lean in, and place your face within FeverScreen's on-screen facial guides. At this point, FeverScreen will calculate your temperature. If you are okay, FeverScreen will turn green and tell you pass. If your temperature is high, FeverScreen will turn red and tell you that you have a high temperature. Rule number 3. Give FeverScreen a small break between scans. It doesn't need much, but FeverScreen needs just a second or two to recalibrate between scans. By observing normal social distancing requirements of 1.5 meters, FeverScreen should have adequate time to recalibrate and scan each person in turn. Rule number 4. Give yourself a break. If you have been in a particularly hot or cold environment or have been exercising intensely, give yourself a break before scanning, as your body temperature may be unusually high or low. It's also important to note that certain medications, medical conditions, and even alcohol can affect your body temperature. If this applies to you, please advise the appropriate personnel. That's it, you're done. You have now passed FeverScreen 101.
let's try to remember what is the purpose of the narrator speaking in the videos. You know that? Right. The narrator wants to describe us how Viva Screen works. Or we can also say that the narrator wants to tell us the instruction how to use Viva Screen. Now let's think. What is the function of such videos? Okay? Exactly right. It's to describe us how something works. We can also say it's to tell us the instruction to do something. Now, in written, you may read this text. It's just a summary of the video. Now let's discuss more detail. Procedure, or we can also say procedural text, is to describe how something is achieved or how something works through a sequence of actions or steps. This text uses first, simple present tense. Second, imperative sentences. Then, action verbs. And the last, adverbs of sequence. Some people may say words of sequence, like first, second, next, finally, etc. The main structure of a procedural text consists of goal and steps, but in some cases, procedures mention also the materials. Now, there are common forms of procedural text we can find. Number 1, directions. It's about how do I get somewhere? How do you get somewhere? And then number 2, instructions. It's how I do something. How you do something. And then number 3, recipes. It's about how to cook something. And then the next, rules for games. It tells us how I play something or how I play a certain thing. And then manuals. It's about how I operate something or a certain device. And then the last, agendas. Usually agendas tell us what we are doing and then who is responsible when we are doing. Okay? It's clear enough? Okay, students, it's all our class today. Have fun learning English. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.